Welcome back to the horsemanship. This is part 2 of the aggressive mare. I didn't show putting the saddle on her because somebody already had her used to the saddle. As you can tell, her demeanor is a little bit different. And all I've been doing is like I showed in one video. I got a little bit more I want to show what else I did. Because when she was backing up out of my space, she was really being reluctant about it. So I got to unlock her feet. And you know, here's a prime example. Somebody was trying to ride this mare, but they didn't have all their bases covered before they tried it. Because when I first put a saddle on her and get her moving, she was fine to walk and trot, but she didn't want to unlock her feet. So we've been working on that, and that's one of the few times you will see me lunge a horse, but I'm doing it for a purpose. I'm trying to unlock her feet to get her cantering. So I'm going to go through my checklist. Number 1 is move this hip. I want to do it nice and soft, and that's what I want. I'm not getting no resistance from her. I'm able to do it with please. I don't have to do pretty please with sugar on it. Now, what I did have to do with her, because like right there, see, she's backing up, but she's being really sticky foot. So I want her to back up with the knees bent like that, like the way they're doing. So I just use I use a buggy whip. So all I do is go back and forth until they back up, and but eventually I want to get rid of this, and now she's not going to get in my space, so I can really walk. Now I'm using a combination of both my body and the whip. So I'm using my body first, and then I'm bringing it into the whip. I'm not going to go straight into the whip every time, because I want her eventually back up like that with my body. And if I keep using the whip all the time, that's what she's going to respect and respond to. But I want her to respond to my body, and that's just a tool. So she's backing out of my space pretty decent. So now we go to the old trusty plastic bag. I'm going to let her sit. I got her ears on me, so I remove it. I'm going to let it sit. And we've already been through this with her before. And I watch how horses react to different situations and scenarios, because it's going to tell me how she's going to react under saddle when I climb on her. And the first thing she did when I did this, the very first time, she started bucking. So I'm not going to let her get away from this bag like you've seen me do with all kinds of horses. I'm going to let her sit. Now I'm going to ask her to move. Now I don't care how. Because a lot of people get in trouble with, they'll do this thing while the horse is standing still. But watch. See, I'm getting a different reaction when this horse is moving. So she's got to learn how to handle that pressure while she's moving. Yes, I want her to stand still, but also I want her to, no matter this plastic bag's coming at her, if she's moving or not, I don't want her to change. I want her to be relaxed. Relax under that pressure, not to overreact. I'm going to ask her to move out again. Ask her to move out again. There. See, that's what I'm looking for. She moves. I moved her out. I put the bag under her, and she stops. Ask her to move back forward again. We'll pick up my point, look that direction. There, that's better. See, that was nice and relaxed. She didn't overreact. But if I do like most people do, if they're doing this and the horse is spooking, so, oh my God, my horse is getting spooked, scared to death, I better remove the bag. Well, that's going to bite you in the butt somewhere. You're on the trail, instead of the horse learn how to handle that stress, it spooks over the top. Well, like I said, I'm seeing a big difference in this mare from the first time y'all saw her. Now I'm going to just let her put her on the circle, because I got to unlock her legs. When you watch her, she wants to go into a trot. There we go. There we go. So, you know, I'm not going to keep pestering her, but I will ask for a lope, like right there. If she does it, I'm going to leave her alone. Ask for a lope, leave her alone. Come into neutral, disengage, pick up, send her the other way. First time we did this, she was scared to death to lope with a saddle on her. So I'm going to take the pressure off her, come in neutral, she disengages. Right now she's asking for me to come in. But what's nice about it, she's not. She's got her ears up, she's looking at me, and she's saying, come in. So I'm going to just slowly try to use as little pressure as necessary to get her to come up. And give her that a girl. And just pet on her. Now, I don't want to keep, like I said earlier, if we're backing up, I don't want to keep having to use that plastic bag and whip to keep her moving forward. So, you know, this is where I got to not be lazy. And right there, I'm going to go to her shoulder, push her neck away from me. One of the most questions I get asked is, I have trouble lunging my horse. Well, you're going after the wrong end. You got to remember, the front end's your steering wheel, your back end's your gas pedal. So when I want her to leave away from me, I'd go after behind her jaw, on her neck, in front of the shoulder. I'll point and flip right at that area. Come in neutral, point. Now with her, she had some problems with it. So when I did point, instead of paying attention where she's at, I physically look the direction I want her to go. And it helped with her. Because she went where my eyes went. Good, that was nice. So I took the pressure off of her and got distracted while I turned to look at y'all. And she calmed down. That's what I want. And she's asking to come in. I like that. I like a horse to ask to come in. So now I want her to lope. So I'm going to have to put my energy up. Let her have her head. I'm going to come in neutral. Disengages and send her the other way. Yeah, she's about ready for me to ride now. Like I said, if one guy said, well, she'd buck once in a while, I'm thinking, first time I saw her moving when I asked for a lope, I'm thinking, you ain't damn right she did. So so I'm not going to send her right now all the way around on a lope. Because we can build on it. Because I had a hard time getting her a lope the first day, and all I did is just keep the pressure on her. She took a couple strides, I backed off. And now she's going a little bit farther and farther. But I'm well pleased with her. See, that's what I want. That's it, I've said this over and over again. Horses, yeah, they like their treats. But at the end of the day, I'm going to preach this again. They want leadership, people. I can't get that over enough. And it's not hard to give them leadership. You just got to learn to talk loud and clear to them. Not be mean, but loud and clear. And recognize them when they do the right thing, when they're trying. First time I asked her to lope, I love to film every session, but we can't. But that's why I said I got after, I brought my energy level up, I got her loping, and the first time it was just a stride or two, I back off. But as soon as she did what I asked of her, I backed off. Good girl. So that's about it for now. Maybe not. How much we got?
I don't know.
Oh.
But you're adding it to another one, right?
Maybe bits and pieces of it. Yeah. I'm not sure.
You want to stop recording? Or you want to do your clothes?
Huh?
Do your clothes. Closing.
Well.
Watch they lady yickety-yo.
And like right now, for the next step would be to get her, next time I see her, she'll be bitted up. Good girl. Yeah, that's part of the purpose of me asking her to disengage. You see her, she's on the bin already. So while we start, we're already starting thinking about that next step that's coming up. Everything I do is thinking about that next step coming up. We'll get her on the bin. There, she did the right thing, so I backed off of her. So, Yeah, she's an aggressive mare, but the thing of it is, I pushed her to a point and I backed off when she's trying. And when she did try me, I'd stand my ground and talk and let her know that, no, I'm taking charge, and that's the end of it. And and you'll see me with all my horses. That's the way I do it. And next time, you know, as you see, she's in my back pocket now, but she's not crowding me. That's the key thing. So with that said, you know, as I always say, be true to a horse, and they'll be true to you. First and foremost, people, be true to yourself. That's the bottom line for every part of life. Horses, people, relationships, everything. And if you're so worried about what a pair of couples doing, that means you better look at yourself, because something's wrong. You're missing something. So, to my kids, my grandkids, special person out there, Wash State Lake Katie,